What is going on, guys? Drae here, and welcome to a game called Rover Builder. This game just came out, and it is a vehicle creation game similar to Besiege, where you have to build different types of rovers for different challenges. It's actually really cool looking. I'm excited to get into it. So we're going to start a new career today, and yeah, see how far we can get. Now, it's been a while since I built, so bear with me here, but now you can kind of see what's going on here. So this is an interplanetary game where we go to different planets, and I'm assuming that means there's going to be different types of weather conditions and, you know, atmospheric conditions that we have to deal with. As for right now, we are on mission control, and you can actually see all the different maps here, so the different types of challenges. Actually looks really, really cool, and I really like the art style, so let's obviously start off at the basic stuff. Level 1 on Planet 1, and we're gonna hit start. Alright, so here we are in the garage. Oh, it actually still has the thing that I was trying to build on here. You know what? We're gonna start right from scratch, but I was, you know, trying to practice a little bit off recording, and I did get a pretty good build going on. So, with this one, this is the heart of your creation. Everything needs to be connected to this, and aside from that, you can just go crazy and build whatever you want. So we got the different types of materials over here: linking, steel, axles, spring, and pistons, and then we got wheels, bearings, steering, and motor. So there really isn't too much in this game just yet, but the building is actually pretty damn impressive. So we're just gonna start. Let's just go here and see what happens. So I'm just gonna build a basic frame for right now. I don't know what we need to do. We're kind of in a garage right now. I believe that door opens up if we go on that platform. So I'm obviously going to start by building something to go over to there. Alright, so first of all, let's build some steering. So this is the front of our craft. We're going to want to build it up here. Now, I did read a tutorial on how to do this because I am not very good at building, guys. I'll be the first to admit that, but I do try my best. So we are going to do some steering here, and hopefully it works out. So what I want to do is build an axle down here because we want a swinging frame. So with that in mind, you should be able to see how this is going to happen in a couple seconds here. Let's actually... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. We're going to expand this out to... Yeah, you know what? We'll do it to about there and do the same thing on the other side. And then we want another axle on the other side. Now, what the axles do, it's an axle. Basically, it makes it spin. Now, with that, we can put another steel beam here. And the way the steering column works in this game, I'll just show you guys. So if you put it on this pole here, which is exactly what we're going to do, and hit go, this is how to trial your car, you can see it kind of just spins on that pole. So now you can attach wheels to this, and it will have some decent steering on it. So we're going to return to garage here and do the final touches of this. So what we want to do is, first of all, bring some steel out, and that's going to be where we put the wheels. Now, you don't actually need bearings. I thought you did, but the wheels power themselves. The bearings are for building other things like cranes and whatnot, which is something we're going to have to do later on. But this is basically all set up. All we need to do is lock the steering column into place. So to do that, we are going to build a little frame around it, and that should, yes, be attached to it and locked into place. Now, we put the power wheels on it. Oh yeah, you got to drag with these. And you got to make sure the arrows are going the right way, so you just scroll wheel to change that. And hopefully, if I did everything correctly, we should have some decent steering right now. Actually, it's pretty close to the frame. I might need to... Yeah, I'm going to have to expand those wheels out a little bit. But as you can see, the steering is set up. So deleting's pretty easy in this game. You just click whatever you want, and it's going to highlight all the things you click, and then bam, you press delete, and you're good to go. So the only issue we had there was that my wheels were rubbing quite close. These are pretty big monster wheels, so we do have to expand out quite a bit to get that clearance that we need. Alright, throw those bad boys back on. We'll try it again here, make sure the steering's all good, because then we gotta do suspension. That's something I've never done before, so maybe I built this a little bit too long. The steering's not gonna be the best. Maybe doing rear wheel steering will be a good idea as well. The thing is, I don't know what's to expect that we need for this rover, because I've never explored these things, so I'm assuming we are going to need some suspension, and that's something I've never done before, so this is going to be fun. All right, so how I'm going to do this, I think, is we'll just try this and see if it works. Again, I've never built suspension before, so we're going to put an axle right there, and then from that axle, we're going to put out a steel beam. Actually, can we do it a little bit sideways? So you can do steel at 45-degree angles like that, but I want to attach it to the bottom, so sometimes these views are a little bit finicky. Okay, it allows me to go crazy. You know what? No, we'll just do that. And you can actually attach shocks, if I do remember correctly, at any angle you want. So basically, I'm hoping this bar should just be flopping around. It's hard to actually tell right now. But I think it should be okay if my lacking knowledge of how, you know, cars work is actually working. So what we're going to do with this pole up here, expand this up a little bit, and bring it back like that. All right, now we do a metal beam in the back, and we'll try and expand this out to about the same as the front wheels. I think that should be very similar. And now we have a spring point to put my springs in right here, like so. Again, no idea. I think that's gotta work because this whole pole is on an axle, so I'm assuming that will shift up and down, and then the springs will dampen the ride. So, again, I'm hoping that's how it works, and it looks pretty good. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with my first try here. So, there we go. Let's try this thing out and see if it actually works. Now, you can customize all the wheels as well, so you can make them faster and slower. It's actually a pretty good speed right now, and we can actually churn. So there we go. Oh, it says teleport. All right, so we'll try that. And here we are at the first world. Travel to the red telepad. This is really cool. This game's absolutely beautiful as well. So somewhere over here, there should be a telepad. The terrain isn't looking too bad. Actually, you can see my shocks are working, which feels great. And yeah, this thing is just soaping up these bumps. I don't even know if that's a thing, soaping up, but I feel like it is, so I'm gonna say it. All right, time taken, only 9 minutes, so it does account for the build time as well. Actually, I hope, if I go to the next mission, I think it deletes my build, so can I actually cancel that and save it? I forgot to save it, guys, so we might need to rebuild it. Oh God, here, yep. We need to rebuild it, so you can save it in the Rover gallery. You gotta remember it, though. God damn it. I really like that, and I'm never gonna be able to build it exactly like that, but I'm quickly gonna build something very similar. All right, we should hopefully be back to more or less the same thing. Dimensions might be slightly different. I think I expanded it maybe a little bit, but as you can see, works just fine once. Oh God, no, let's not teleport. Let's go back and save it first. Let's remember that. I really wish it auto-saved or something, because I am so gonna forget this, but at least we have a good baseline frame now. Obviously, we're gonna have to get a little bit more crazy than this later on. I'm a little worried about that, but for right now, it's all about getting through that terrain, so this one feels pretty good again. We do got the suspension. It's definitely working. Might want to get some front suspension as well. What do we got to do this time? Travel to the red telepad. I wish it, like, glowed or something, because I have no idea. Jesus. Okay, am I supposed to go? Looks like there might be a trail over here. I might be totally wrong, though. Yep, safe to say, we gotta go down a very big hill, it looks like. Hopefully I have the suspension to do this. My steering is definitely not that great. The turning radius is absolutely awful. I think I just need to expand out that pole a little bit, but you know what? We're actually doing it. Look at this. Avoid the big creepy crater. And thank God we got off-road wheels, because we need them right now. Yeah, my steering, I need to address that next time, because I need to do like 15-point turns to turn just a little bit. But look at this, guys. This is so cool. I like this game. Now, I don't know if there's breakage. I'm assuming, you know, the metal beams can bend, but it's going to be very hard to break something as sturdy as this. Oh, man, we might even need to upgrade our ground clearance soon. I didn't expect it to go this crazy already. It's got to be, like, behind this, right? All right, down, slow and steady wins the race. Oh, whoa. Okay, so because I don't have any front suspension, this frame is quite rigid, and we almost flipped it, but we did make it. Oh, okay, you know what? We can probably do that crater. Let's hope we can, because it's going to be pretty embarrassing if we can't. What is going on? Yeah, there's something going on. My frame is way too rigid, I feel like. All right, there we go. Mission complete, though. We had half a green bar that time. I guess that means I didn't do very well, but you know what? It took me 6 minutes to rebuild that, so now we should be able to, thank God, copy this and paste it. So far, this is all we've needed, so I'm just gonna keep going until we can't go anymore. I should address that steering soon, though. All right, so here we are. All right, looks like another one where we just have to deal with the crazy terrain. And in retrospect, I definitely should have upgraded my steering. Oh, look at this already. We have hit a snag. So I think I'm gonna have to shorten my wheelbase a little bit because this thing is quite long. And that's what happens. Actually, maybe I could just put a simple wheel in the middle. That way we don't get hit. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I think that will work. So let's go back to mission. No, I want to restart. And I guess that goes right back to the thing. But if we put a wheel here, even if it's not helping that much, it's allowing us to not deal with the ground clearance issue that we have. So I'm going to try that and see what happens here. So we're just going to kind of expand this out a little bit. These won't even be touching the ground unless we are deep in a hole. So this is kind of like training wheels for holes. As you can see, they are going to be higher up. This is so weird. This is probably the dumbest way to do this, but you know what? It's going to work, and that's all that matters. Now, can we easily fix this? All right, let's just try something here. If we delete all these wheels, that gets that out of the way. What I need to do is expand out this front bar so this thing has more turning radius on it. So what I'm going to have to do for that is, at this point, probably delete everything, right? Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to delete pretty much the whole front end to do this. All right, still not the greatest, but definitely an upgrade. This thing is looking pretty damn crazy. Almost looks like a battle bot or something now, but I think this will actually work for this one. We might need to improve this even more in the very near future. I feel like it's faster now that it has 6 wheels, as weird as that is. Now, the one downside of this build now is how wide it is. That's going to be a pretty big issue, even already, as you can see. Oh, man, we might need to go back to the drawing board again. Oh, I broke a wheel off. Okay, so we know we can break things off. All right, that's just... Whoa, whoa, okay. Yeah, broke my back spring as well. The whole back axle fell off. It's still kind of working, though. Oh, we're hanging on with one spring, though. But you know what? This is as far as we've gotten. Oh, God, we got to break a wall? You got to be serious? All right, well, here we go. Full throttle. Oh, my God. It actually is going to take a good hit to do this. So either I'm going to need some sort of crane-like thing or just sheer speed. Or, you know, I can just climb it as well. And, yeah, that really... You know what? This thing still works upside down. Got to appreciate that. But, yeah, I think we're going to have to go back and go back to restart. All right, so I quickly narrowed the wheelbase of the front just a little bit, just to make it a little easier on myself. It's not the end of the world, but it is a little difficult dealing with it. And what I'm going to do now is hopefully, can we attach these together? Like, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to do that. But I'm going to make some sort of pusher in the front here. And actually, you know what? We can use this as support as well. And basically, I'm just building something to slap that wall hopefully off. So what we're going to do here, actually, all right, we're going to delete that. Make sure this is nice and even. That's the wrong field. So to change your viewing angle, you just have to change the camera, and then you can see the different grids. So it's pretty easy to actually build in this game, which is really nice. I was a little worried that it was going to be difficult, but it definitely isn't. All right, so now what we're going to do is put a steel beam up like that, put a motor on that. So what the motors do in this game is they basically just spin. So if we have that there, it should spin. And I'm just going to build a big old pole that hopefully has enough force to kind of whack it sideways. So that's my whole plan here. Now, we do need to actually customize this because I think, yes, it works with the up and down arrow. That's what I'm driving with. So we'll use A and D and turn the max velocity to 500 revs per minute, or rotations per minute. All right, so let's go. Oh, what am I doing here? All right, can I like it. I don't know how to close this damn thing, though. All right, so we'll close that, and let's just test this out, because I have no idea if this thing's gonna work or not. This is, pretty crazy, but... All right, it's not as fast as I hoped for, but I think it's gonna be very powerful, so we can kind of use this just to whack things off. Problem is, we're still gonna have some low blocks we gotta deal with, but we should be okay. All right, so let's go and see if this indeed does work. All right, here we are. Let's not break this time. This is the hardest part for this big old creation, is just getting over this area right here. It is not as easy as it seems, because my steering, yeah, I definitely need to do some rear wheel steering, I think, because that's gonna make my life a heck of a lot easier. There we go. We finally got it. Just had to clip over it, and yes, that middle wheel works perfectly with what I wanted it to do. All right, we're just gonna back up a bit, kind of straighten out, because I don't want to go over these rocks if I don't need to. And let's see if my rock crusher works. I hope it does. All right, turn that sucker on, and oh, it actually is hitting them much better than what we can do. So we just gotta break the foundation, basically. Come on, there you go. Oh my God, these things, this wall doesn't want to fall. Look at this. And I'm actually worried it's gonna break my creation when it does start coming down. Look, are you serious? Okay, we have one that's fallen. This is much more hard than I expected. What are these things made out of? Molasses? We need to break the... I thought the whole wall would come crumbling down the moment one fell out. No, that is not the case, but we are slowly doing it. We might be able to crawl over this. Let's try. Oh, I'm actually worried we're gonna get stuck, so let's not take that risk. The one downside of my, well, I'm gonna call it a baseball bat, is I can't get these low-hanging fruits here, and that's going to actually be a pretty big issue. I can see the red zone, though. We're almost there. Obviously, this wasn't the best build for the task at hand, but as you can see, we did it. It freaking worked. If I can get out of that thing. Yes, there we go. See you later, suckers. My baseball bat saves the day. All right. I'm actually scared what the next one's gonna be. We got a bigger green bar this time, though, so a job well done to us. That feels pretty good. Let's go to the next mission. And I didn't save that last one, so hopefully we don't need it. I'm actually just going to quickly spawn my rover to see what we have to do on this one. So, obviously, this is not going to be... Oh, we're back to the... Yeah, we didn't save the new steering column as well. I actually kind of like this rover better, so we might just stick with this one and do some rear wheel steering as well. All right, travel to the telepad. Let's go see what's going on with this one. Maybe we don't need to build anything. Maybe it's just crazy terrain. You never know in a game like this. Okay, so we got a big drop-off. Going for it. Totally fine. Okay, we were totally fine until the wheels popped off. All right, it looks like it's just another big drop-off and then the end. So I don't know how you're going to address that, because you're just going to have to make a big, beefy craft, I guess, with some good suspension. All right, guys, well, we know what we need to build now, but we are going to wrap up this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, checking out the very awesome Rover builder. Now, if you guys do want to see some more of this, let me know by hitting that like button or putting a comment down below and telling me what you think. And feel free to suggest ways to build these as well, because I am definitely not a good builder, so I could use all your support, and I will absolutely welcome it. But until then, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. As always, thanks for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.